Ah, still do like this mode though. No trading around. Actually, do we have now options? What's the warehouse? What is this one? What's this one? You see, I will probably have to find an option to cheat myself more of these ticket thingies. But I don't even have the ship available yet that I want to get my hands on. Just, yeah, Anato, Akagi, Kaga, aircraft carriers. Technically you're not a battleship. Technically you're supposed to be a fast battleship, aren't you? It is a battleship though. Nagato is indeed a battleship. Holo battleship. I wonder if Musashi is actually in the game. That would be kinda cute. I do like that. I have the option to poke my little secretary ship. But first we have to get to the point where we can actually unlock. I have yet to see any gentlemen here. I don't think you need to mention them. I guess technically speaking me, the player, would be there. But I'm basically just a godlike observer, so I'm not technically speaking there, am I now? Oh, actually, good point. For such a huge exercise, you know, a week time for planning is just quite fast. I don't think the Dragon Emperor, which I'm assuming is your variety of China, will ever be named when it comes to ships. Or the same. You're just not there yet. And it's not actually an impossible feat to achieve, mind you. The fucking Japanese were basically in the medieval ages, when, you know, everybody else was already building fucking dreadnoughts. And they managed to, you know, build it up. So, it's not impossible to become a major player in naval matters. It's absolutely not impossible. No, you can do that relatively quickly. We'll have some problems along the way. The Japanese had, realizing some rather crucial mistakes. A Crosswave. It's the title of the game. Nice one. Did well. I would applaud you, but I can't be bothered. That's one of these major differences, you know. It's the whole reason why Europe became quite literally the leading force of the world, and could quite easily stamp out any resistance to the point of making sport of it. You know, it's like, you know, I've got 100 dudes, my enemy's got like a few thousand. I like my odds. I'm going to go in there, and I can reasonably assume I will win. What a interesting time that must have been to live in, to be fair. Yay, Enterprise! I do like Enterprise. Enterprise is an awesome ship. One of my more favorite ships, I must admit. As an aircraft carrier can be one of my favorite ships. I'm still old-fashioned, mind you, and anything with big guns is always going to be more prioritized, but the Enterprise does deserve a good reputation after all. Most decorated ship? Like a little grey ghost. Good point. Just I have no idea what's going on, but everybody else looks surprised. I'm going to look surprised as well. Oh! It's not really surprising. It is. It's one ship America can be rather proud to have in their, or have in their fleet. After all. Good times. What a nice eagle you've got there. Your ships. Actually, it's Yorktown. Yorktown is the one that got damaged in Pearl Harbor, wasn't it? Pretty sure, yeah. They repaired it later on, though. The whole attack on Pearl Harbor was kinda like... very debatable. Very debatable is what I say. I've actually heard interesting theories about the actual backgrounds of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and if it might have been something that was more or less just allowed to happen, because there's some evidence that would suggest so, as certain ships, for example, weren't in port at the time of the attack, which does look mighty suspicious, mind you. And of course, the actual damages that the Japanese achieved with their attack on Pearl Harbor was neglectable, to put it mildly. So that's a rather interesting topic. I mean, as much as I do like Enterprise there, I would rather like to see who's the invited guest from the side of, well, the Iron Blood then. I have a sneaking suspicion I know who it is. Ah, that was a nice speech. Let's just say, you know, if some of your ships suspiciously get their propellers tangled in nets and stuff like that, it's like, well, yeah, you can just say, you know, coincidences of coincidences of coincidences do happen, and it doesn't need to imply anything, mind you, to be fair. But it can imply, you could potentially point out that the attack was allowed to happen in a manner that would lead to little to no actual damage, and would be a very good excuse to go full in and hardcore on the Pacific theater, wouldn't it? Oh well. Personally, I'm not completely on board with it, technically speaking, but I do think it's an interesting thought experiment to run through. You know what I say. Ah. That is neat, a rather interesting pairing, isn't it? Having the Americans and Japanese shake hands. And then again, you know, smiling in your enemy's face is something that you can do. Haha! Haha, indeed! Nice big guns. Actually pretty accurate. Bismarck did use main guns with 2 turrets. That is indeed true. How many did it have? He have, it's 2, 4, 6, 8 one, isn't it? 8 times main gun. Set up in turrets, each one having 2 turrets, and I think the ones behind are on the small little tower thingies, which name I have surprisingly forgotten. There's a word for it. Yes, there's a word for it. I think it's what's something with B. It's gonna come to me in a moment. To be fair though, you can, you know, put on a bit of a nice red flag there. Not really the right symbol, but okay. I guess you can't really get away with that easily. I get where you're coming from, game.
米23とプリンスオイレ、そして U81 をサポート要員として参加させて。
Prince Eugen. Would gonna be surprised to find Bismarck without that. That's a rather historic partnership. Those two ships have to be fair. Was that 23? That's a small little destroyer thingy. And even a little submarine, eh? Well, not if I have anything to say about it, you will fucking dissipate. If I can get you, that is. And the Royal Navy. Let's see who the Royal Navy would send. Javelin. That's a bit underwhelming. You might as well destroy her. That's better. Hood does make sense. Actually, Hood and Bismarck in the same room. Well, that's a recipe for some nice trouble. That would be kind of cute. Queen Elizabeth is also a pretty awesome ship. Yeah, Bismarck looks at it and goes like, what the fuck are you doing here? Then they sink you at some point. Pretty impressively so even, mind you. Bismarck is like, why? Guns started randomly itching, going like, I would really like to fire. Chinese ship. You're not really a top pick, let's just put it mildly. I'm sorry to say. Another little destroyer. Environmental friendly, you say. Very nice of you to take that into consideration, I suppose. Fubuki. I would like to see Fubuki. Fubuki is a pretty awesome destroyer. At least we get 2 ships. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Okay, I can pause the game. That's nice of you to tell me. I'm pretty sure it was about that. And let's see how this to target a smaller thing. We have a lot of health. You're not actually sinking that nicely, are you? No. Okay, I missed that. Yeah. You're not really a good shot, are you now? Bit slow, I must say. Yeah, so that's my little special ability. That's kind of cute. Smaller targets are kind of not that nice for my little torpedoes, are they now? Ouch. Actually managed to get a few hits in, eh? Kinda proud of that, and yeah. Actually, wasn't there an option for me to change characters? I'm pretty sure there was, but do I want to? Looks like I still have good amounts of health. Plong. Yes, I mean, in the long run we will win this. I mean, it's gonna take a moment or two, but we will win. I'll have to prepare. Damage is kinda regrettably low, isn't it? The ships are just going in circles. It's just kinda working for me, isn't it? Yeah, sure, I get one hit once or twice, you know, in a while, but it doesn't really do much. Hooked. And but it's good. The amount of tickets I get though is really, really low. Really don't like that. Wonder if there's supposed to be some farming stage somewhere that I can just abuse for that. I'm all as well in the world then. Jesus Christ, all of a sudden there's lots of stuff going on. Let's see here. I still don't have any option to actually get what I want. So fuck me, I suppose. Can never be easy, can it now? Nope. Answer is nope. Nope, cannot. Cannot indeed. Maybe if I actually go through the event. It would be reasonable, I suppose. Would be, I don't know if it would be reasonable, but I'm assuming it's reasonable. We. I do like that though. Well, let's see here. Most important character. Let's talk to it. Well, you do a little strategy. Thank you very much for dropping by then. Enjoy your movie night. We'll watch some anime some other time. And tomorrow is Total War Empire time after all.
むさむさ追い返せないのをそういうことだ。同盟国だから人の善意にまでつき、あれだけ会場が盛り上がった上にフットとも話せたんだ。はいはい、お前ねサンジの言葉痛み入る。
Steady enough to get that. Can I get shit now? Oh, I cannot. That is kinda annoying the ever-living shit out of me, to be fair, because I have no idea how to actually unlock more ships. I would assume that story progression is kinda what we are going for. Ah, well, this is what it is. Shouldn't have made much in the way of promises, I suppose, but I guess it's too late now.
セイレーンのちょっと待ってよ。赤城のことは嫌ってはいないし、でも高笑いしながらそういうところは戦いといえば午前試合のマッチングをした。ええ、綾波ちゃんはともかく島風まあ十分に訓練にもなるべく付き合ってやっている。飲み込みはそう。確かに拙者自ら手ほどき。ああ、どうした？高尾ちゃんが後輩の子に奪われちゃう。意地悪を言うなよ。もちろん冗談よ。当たり前だろう。さすが。これからも頼りにしてるわ。
Random bits of information. I do love that I'm just a little, godlike spectator that just drops in randomly and goes like, I'm going to listen in on people's conversations now for no other reason than okay. And how works, doesn't it? Yeah. I also have the distinct feeling that I will have to start brewing more tea even in a bit. Much as I dislike the idea of doing so much, I do need something nice and hot after all. Can't really help with that, I must admit.
全世界に中継した甲斐があんでません。ジャンプスピーチしていたでしょ。そちらはどう？誰と旅行しているのかしら。
Shukaku, Shokaku. What? Two are kinda nice ships, I will admit.
聞いたわよ。最近金髪のことも仲良くしてるん。そっちに行きたいくらいよ。お土産頼んだわ。お邪魔虫がいるみたい。電話の立ち聞きは感心しませんね。この声が聞こえているなら。
Okay, that is a fair point, actually. Not really nice. Just sit there, staring at her, listening while she's on the phone. I will admit that that may have been a bit, a bit over the top, admittedly. Ah, little Javelin. Alright, 23. Not a little try. All the destroyers seem to get along splendidly well so far. Nothing.
もう少し工夫すれば倒せたかもしれないです。綾波も倒すのは目的じゃないから。新見ちゃんだったらそういうことじゃないよ。もし午前試合やれと言われたら、やらない限りは絶対に失敗しないからね。つまり臆病。そうとも綾波は模範的な回復。今に見ていなさい。もったいない。目立てるときに。いや、ジャベリンの方はラフィーも驚きし。ラフィーちゃんまで驚かせちゃったか。いいえね、フットさんのご到着が一番遅れていたんで。そんな。いえいえ、ついでにいろいろアピールできてラッキーという感じだし。
Random events. I don't know if these actually do anything for me, to be fair. But well, this is what it is.
お疲れ様。これから本番が始まりますのよ。そうですわよ。と言っても初日でほとんどの方は来賓されていますし。無理です。もうクソさんに頼らずに今日まで頑張れたではありませんか。
まあ確かに。 駿河ちゃんって
いないと思いますわ。誰しも適材適所でしたよ。
金剛ちゃんがそう言うなら
私たちの本戦での立ち回り、大丈夫、いい考えがありますわ。小声で話しま
Ah, even God can't listen into any and everything, I suppose. Even God is not that strong of hearing, apparently. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
旅館の役目も持つこの中央基地島午前試合の疲れもあり、実際は夜他陣営の方々と枕をぶつけ合う演習。はい
The pillow fight does seem friendlier than, well, you know, the alternative. Anything new around here that I can pick up or something?
どんどん行きますよ。
Whee! I still do like this boat though. Nice and refreshing. Sailing around a little map. Doing nothing of importance, apart from, you know, doing what I want.
本日は聖戦なり中央の近海にようこそにゃ。お魚さん合同大演習初日は主に中央人の活躍を
I think this is the first time in human history that anyone actually considered getting, you know, taking care of the fish before starting an exercise.
ただの演習だと何をしていいやら盛り上がりにくいにゃ。そこあれはそういうことか。私たち海中の浅いところにいっぱい浮いているから見つけ次第どんどんしてほしかったけど、ボタンの連打も面倒だろうから怪しいマークを探せばクリアできるで耳寄りな情報もあるにゃ。この合同大ソロだろうがチームプレイだろうが一日の演習の終了時もただし熱くなりすぎるのは禁止。模擬弾でのダメージ、それからおっとここだけは説明を
やれやれでございますね。ご紹介をいただきました。わら演習中わらわがいつでも
お金取るんです。でも偽装が強ければその分相手をぎょ
まあお金がない人は明石に相談してくれれば工面してあげなくもないに。と珍しいものを持ってきて
双方では不要品の買い取りも行う。
明石とナイナイに用事があったらナイナイ一緒に説明ありがでもいないにゃ。では気を取り直して合同大演習も
Which means there's a store, isn't there? That is now probably going to be open. Sanity. That's goods. Good. Items. There exists good finds. Experience conduct a battle. Items you can obtain once. Be careful when selling. Okay. Well, I'm not really caring too much about it. It's not like I was planning to finish this game. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn into some sort of grindy nonsense. I wasn't really aiming for that, mind you. Okay, so before we go, yeah, we can go in here. Still not really many options. Shop. Let's see. Shop. Buy, what do we have? Guns. Some airplanes, a fuel filter, anti-torpedo bullshit. Sounds kinda useful. Can sell some shit, but don't really feel like it. Makasa's mentally zone. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it's important, so let's not sell that. Research funds 2000. What for rusty? Okay, so I can get money for some rusty. Sounds reasonable. Yeah, yeah. The amount of money that costs is oh boy. Boy, that's a lot of money asking for. Research is not cheap. Well, to be fair, research has never been cheap. I wonder what's the point of that, apart from telling me all of the purpose normal attack deals only more damage. Okay, cute. How do I even equip shit though? I haven't really told me that yet, did you, game? Oh, well, I'm sure I'm gonna find out one way or another.
私は一人の方が。
じゃあ島
風は邪魔にならない。変ね。見つからないんだけどキューブ。もう早いぞ。手ぶらで合流。はい、それ2人で1個ね。この後もよろしく。いやー、最近ようやく分かってきましたよ。
The fact that the battles remain on the map does kind of point out that you're supposed to be doing some grinding, doesn't it? I was kind of fearing as much. Was it really necessary to make that an event game? And it's like, yes, very important. In fact, important enough that, you know, for these 5 or so lines of text, we decided to stop you from doing anything else. Oh, but well. I mean, wouldn't the easy solution be to just wait until somebody collected a lot of them and then just get them? You're saying, you know, seems like an easier solution. Cleanable items. Aha. Right, since we still don't really have much else, so I guess we're just gonna continue to go for it. Loading indeed. Whee! Shaped like you were trying to shoot something at me. I don't like this. Not like that at all. In fact, you could say I'm kinda unhappy about that. More enemies? More. I see you're using torpedoes as well. Well, to be fair, torpedoes are kinda useful, I must admit. At a boom, ship. I forgot that the battlefield has actually ends. Which makes it kinda not that good, because I would kinda like to attack, well, obviously ships from the, you know, right in the broadside, not my little torpedoes. Seems to make it a lot easier to hit them. Ouch, 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 ouch. Fuck you. Still not where we want to be, but I guess we're getting forward. Also, the amount of fucking tickets you get is not pleasant, let's say. Not pleasant is a good way of saying it. Running away is a solid option, I suppose, but then again, I would once again point out, the battleship should probably not suggest running away. I'm kinda not built for that, to put it mildly. Kinda wonder if we get more items at some point. I wonder indeed.
いやー、それにしても困ってますよ。それじゃ島風と駿河に耳寄りな情報をあげるにゃ。よくお分かりで。そんな時に戦闘でボーナスとしてプレゼントしている A ポイント。すごい。やった。言い方がひどすぎるぞ駿河殿。注意点は2つ。1つ目、支援専任のメンバーもいるにゃ。みんな他の区域。
私や赤城、長門様もポイント。2
つ目、勧誘に必要な A ポイントはメンバーによってなるほど。せめて誰を誘うかは一緒に。
If we can get more points from metals in later half of the story, okay. I mean, I already knew that. Just that my choices are rather limited, aren't they? Oh, we can get support ships. Well, actually, we could get 2 support ships. Yay! Ship. Well, if I can get to, I'll just do it. I'll find a way to cheat myself some more points at some point. Okay, how do we... where do we go next? New items? Doesn't seem like it. Saddening as that might be. Saddening as that might be indeed, but can't be changed. ひねりが何も。さあさあ島風ちゃん。残念でしたね山島風。駿河殿お許しを。状況が変わった。このまま再開。あれ？それってかなり。もう二人とも山城を待った。山城勝手に話を進め。あ、うん。手のひら返し。かくなる上は。Okay, so now I can get to that. What does that do then? I couldn't use to chain. They're gonna be in. So I can string it. Torpedoes. I mean, that is kind of cute. I do like using torpedoes. Okay, so I can put the Ninakan, logistics repair, every 20 seconds, 1% of an HP, so that's kind of weak, isn't it? Weak as fuck, I would say. How about you, little ones? Okay, so in your case, I can change your equipment. I don't really want to invest any points in you. I would like to wait until we get the thing that we actually want. That seems like a bit more of a reasonable thing to do, if you ask me. Let's just go for it, shall we? Continue ever on forward, slowly, ever so surely. Oh god, it's a small target again. Not really a fan of small targets. Also not really a fan of it. I have a big and a small target. No, I guess I could save the big target for later, because the big target is probably going to be easier to hit. Oh, it just sinks on its own. That too would be an option, I suppose. More enemies? More enemies! She even is a boss. Oh, but she's considered a boss. Wee! You bastard! Bitches! Play within 120 seconds. Ah. It was indeed rather quick.
山城混合ペア二人とも動きが精細を書いているな。
一体誰と戦われたんですか？綾波のやつですわ。やる気にうわ。さてと次はなるべく慎重に行こう。それから山城さん、駿河の量産型艦隊お二人を。
はいや妖精セリ駿河艦隊バツビ。駿河殿、ちょっとやりすぎな。
お気遣いどうも。
Ah, your item.
何かには使えるでしょう。
Event battle, event battle,
どんどん行きますよ。
and just an event. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna go for the event first. Then do the event battles. I don't like small targets though. Big targets are just better to deal with.
今私が1位ですってね。
さすが尊敬ばかりもしていられない。
この場所で勝負するのは逃げたのか逃がしてもらったのかどっち。
Whee! Let's see. You already took from me. I would like to get my cubes back. Oh, well, other obvious reasons.
明石綾波艦隊。はいにゃ妖精セリ綾波艦隊。
うわ量産型なのに強そう。
Anything else now? Well, let's continue until we reach the obvious wall. Oh, come on. There's one of the Americans, easy. See, big target. Ah, easier to hit. Especially with torpedoes. Ouch. Ran into my partner there. You can't hit shit. So you also got torpedoes. Where do you have torpedoes at? No, you have a torpedo launcher. Another one is I'm starting to actually use some HP though. Not necessarily a good side, is it?
よかったということにしましょう。
See an item.
どんどん行きますよ。レアですよこれ。すごいです。
God damn it. I don't actually know when items show up. I do kind of feel I need to just surf around a little bit and look if there's anything new. Feels a bit of a time waste, but you know.
キューブ遊びにせよ。高尾さん、いい心意気だ。
少しくらい待ちなさい。
Hey, little sheepy. Ah, good. Actually, big sheepy. And I do like big sheepies. Big sheepies are good. Big sheepies are easy to hit. Ouch. Fucking torpedoes. Immediately gets half deaded. But I may be a bit higher, so I actually hit the fucking ship instead of, you know, the ocean in front of it. It seems a bit wasteful, I must say. Whee! Yeah, I mean, we're still in the area of where we can successfully beat it in 120 seconds. Which is really a short time when you think about it. 2 minutes? Ah.
実際がどうであろう。ありがとうございます。まだまだ演習終了まで時間はあるからな。また。
Bye bye. Oh, that's better. I do have distinct fiction in my head that this will turn into quite a bit of a grind sooner or later, isn't it? Going off the amount of just money some of this stuff takes, I have a distinct feeling that that's where the game is going. Watch me sooner or later. I'll have to find a way to lessen that burden. Yes, that's gonna go well. Still haven't seen an option to get myself to the Bismarck though. Hard work, I tell ya. Hard work indeed. I would like to catch a little shippy, but I can't. Not yet, at least. Kongu. Oh, I'm really starting with the small one, eh? Oh, fair enough, game, fair enough. Oh, it's also a destroyer, so it's going to be a torpedo heavy, isn't it? Which also means it's going to be a pain in the ass to actually get a wood torpedo hit in. Ooh, bitch. I don't really want to get too close to them, you know, because I have a distinct feeling to shoot some torpedoes at me as well. Can't really blame them for that, mind you. But it's fair game. Oops, that's the border. It does feel a little bit small though, considering how, you know, fast I can move. Torpedoes do lots of damage though, which I kinda appreciate, I must admit. You know, if I usually hit them for like 17 or something, torpedoes put like 1,000, that's quite the difference. Quite the nice difference. Seems that torpedoes is indeed the way to go so far. Still don't know what those things are supposed to do. Oh well, we'll find out one way or another.
雪風さん雪風助立ちに来た。いいところに来てくれ。おっと、ここで早波と雪風がタッグを組むと。そんな。トップは雪風&早波の125個。2位順位的にはあるある。これはお姉さん。初日の演習時間残りあとわずか。セルガ殿、これくらいの順位でとか思ってるとすぐに流されますよ。いった。
Ah, fair enough, running away once again. Decent strategy.
これは値打ち物な気がします。
So, menu. Anything here that I would like to pick up now?
様子の確認ですね。
I guess I could get another support ship. At which point we would actually have 3 of them. Which sounds reasonable. And then the game's gonna be like, but you could also start upgrading and shit, and it's like, I don't want to, I wanna save my resources still till I get the ship I want. Problem with that is, of course, I don't actually know when that is going to happen, which, just a smallish bit of a problem, isn't it? Just a tiny bit of a problem. Okay, let's do one more event, then I'm going to take a quick moment to get myself a new bit of figured water.
島風、そういう見くびらないでほしいです。今のフラグの立てっぷり、お二方とも少し息が上がっているようです。無駄口をもう綾波の艦隊は展開する。総裁する暇さ。おっと、みんなの様子の確認ですね。やめた。
That was because it's going to annoy a shit out of me. Yeah, that looks better or not. So, torpedo command. But that's something that randomly triggers, I'm assuming. I'm not really opposed to the carrier squad. Lowest damage check my aircraft carriers. I don't even have an allied aircraft carrier. What resource am I using to strengthen that? I would very much like to know. Ah, pillbox. Good. Since I don't actually have any of those, I guess that's... What is that? Support skill. Assuming those would be in the shop. I will boldly assume. Oh, you can get an anti-air gun. Power... Twin gun. I mean, I do like the idea of having a twin gun, so... Ah, no, okay, so these are equipped parts. Assuming these are not equipped parts then. Equipment normal attack deals 25% more damage, when dashing is special auto gun. Maybe it's not that useful, but well, fuck me, I suppose. I guess I've done what I could with just the random shit I found on the ground. Sure. We could use tiny good luck charm. Kamikaze. There are many kazes in the Japanese Navy. I have to get used to that. Whee! Ah, look, my anti-air gun is actually just doing what an anti-air gun is supposed to be doing. It's shooting randomly in the air and hopes that it hits something. Chances are not good, mind you. But hey, I mean, it's at least needs autofire. But you know, technically speaking, using your main or secondary gun to try and shoot planes is usually not really a recipe for success. Did you just heal Iron? It's not very nice of you. I do not like that at all. In fact, it is rather annoying me. Whee! Oh, somehow. We're getting through this relatively easily. Easy peasy. Auf schon mal damit squeezy on top.
ここで無念の偽装オーバーヒート。まさかここまで余力を残していたなんて。私が足を引っ張ってしまあ勝つと一気に強く。そして申し訳ないですが、いえ綾波さんと雪風さんからいただいたキュー島風スルが一気に2位へランクアップ。1位にはアタゴ。もう目立つも目立たないもないでしょ。ここまで覚悟を決めるわ。いいよ。
Random shit to pick up. I do like random shit that I can just randomly pick up. It pleases me greatly. You never know when you need random shit that you found on the side that you wrote, you know. Another event or two. I don't know if I actually need to go through the events in order to get more sheepies. And since I don't know,
このままでは終わりませんよ。キューブ発見。なあ、明石。さっきは3位以下を発表しなかったの？なんでもない。そうか。期待しておこう。
really would like to have a few more options. Oh, I can also look at your status from here, eh? Pick off strength. Why would I strengthen some random nonsense gun? Ammo AP. Ammo penetrating. That sounds useful. I want to have more power. Just using normal ammunition it is, isn't it? There's anything that gives me anything better. Not really too impressive, I must admit. Shop. What can we buy? Use damage from torpedoes. Could be interesting. Interesting indeed. Research. So we need special materials for that, eh? Oh, aircraft carrier, it sounds nice, you know, but here comes the problem. How the fuck am I gonna make use of that if I don't have any fucking aircraft carriers in my team? You're not an aircraft carrier, are you? Yeah, a light cruiser. What to say? That would be rather confusing otherwise. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I might have been a bit over optimistic with my F goal, so to speak. I'm just a tiny bit over optimistic. Oh.
あら、いい心意気だけど、準備は万端なのかしら？あたごさん、それはそうよ。なんだか嫌な予感。その必要はないぞ。うわ、高尾さん、これまで3位に甘んじていた高尾。あたご、キューブを預けるぞ。いいわよ。高尾ちゃんは全力で戦う。攻めは拙者が担当しよう。 島風あたこさんと高尾さんのペア、これで終わりじゃないわよ。
満を持して私ダークホーズコチコチとキュキュ
山城さん、
金剛ちゃんが私を行かせてくれたんだ。金剛はダメージ方でお休み中。山城さん、聞くまでもなくそちら側に着くんです。
もうなるようになれだ。
いらっしゃい。
Yeah, that does look good for me, does it now? I'm pretty sure those are heavy cruisers, aren't they? Hmm.